Great, thank you. Actually, I will begin with one last comment about the 100-year celebration of Black History that actually concluded in our district on Saturday evening with a wonderful evening hosted by the Black Student Achievement Initiative. And I actually want to shout out a number of names who supported students in learning about Black history through this year's program. A beautiful celebration of talent, musical talent, and visual and performing arts, as well as oration and spoken word. So thank you to Candace Browning, Justin Edmondson, Jonathan Hawkins, and Casey Johnson as program directors, Dr. Norma Spencer, Dr. Dana Belvin, Dr. Pam Levitt, and Dr. Alyssa Taylor-Stewart, who led and supported Gerald Brown, Jonathan Evans, Jonah McGee, Sequoia Elliott, AJ Luke, Jamila Jackson, and Jacob Hernandez. Without them, an evening like that would not have been possible. And we saw wonderful and beautiful students performing their many talents. So great end of our Black History Month in Long Beach Unified. I also want to thank our school social workers. This week is the celebration of school social workers, and as we hear again and again, they are a great asset to our children, both little children and our older students, and so I want to thank them for the work that they do, not only in our schools, but also to connect families to the many resources that exist in our community that are available, but often just need a connection. And then I'm going to ask our communications team to pull up our Long Beach Unified Dashboard, which is an effort that is part of our strategic plan. Thank you to our research and student outcomes team led by Dr. Veronica Madrigal. This week, all of our community members or all of our families received notification that the dashboard is up and available to them. It's important. Some of the questions that are asked around the monitoring reports are accessible actually through the way that our dashboard is live now. You can get members of the public and staff can get a public view of the board's goals and data that associates with those goals. And then there's actually an opportunity for anyone who wants to look at school-specific data to access it in that way too. So lots of opportunities for our school staff, for students themselves, and actually it's something we're going to talk to the high school student advisory about, how they might access this information, drilling down to the school level. So thank you to the team that put so much work into making that data accessible to our public. Also want to express appreciation to the Port of Long Beach, who yesterday at Bernie Elementary hosted a wonderful Read Across America event to celebrate literacy through the distribution of Soleil the Sea Lion. That is a story written by a local author who works for the Port of Long Beach and a local artist who does a lot of work in our community, Michelle Din. The author is Art Marogine. A wonderful celebration of literacy that many of us got to attend. I think they've distributed more than 2,000 books across Long Beach Unified for our students, and it explores a green port through the lens of a sea lion. So encourage you, if you're at a school, you may ask to see Soleil the Sea Lion and read about it. Wonderful to have the port team there. I'll report out on attendance that our attendance is tracking at 92.7%, which is a slight bump from last year, but not reaching a level that we continue to strive for. We have seen success in different schools, really showing gains, so we'll continue to push our attendance as high as we can. And then lastly, and this has been shared, but on each of our meetings and any ways that you can amplify this, we will have our inaugural English Learner Symposium on March 28th. It will be held from 9 to 2 at Browning High School. An opportunity for the release of the English Learner Master Plan. It has involved a whole committee that includes parents and DLAC and staff members and teachers in planning for that day. And also to give credit, tonight you accepted a $10,000 check that was from the Long Beach Schools Financial Credit Union. That entire $10,000 has been dedicated to the speaker and other activities of the English Learner Symposium for our inaugural event. So I hope you'll be able to be there to experience a wonderful day of learning and community that is centered around our English learners. And that concludes my report.